Welcome to the Man United stream. Hope you're doing well. It's Friday. It's the last day before we hit the weekend, and we're all looking forward to that game on the weekend against Luton at Old Trafford. Man United should be winning this game comfortably. We'll discuss this in our show today. We're also going to be discussing Sir Jim Ratcliffe and him coming into the seat on Monday morning. Yes, we're hearing that it's actually happening. He will take over 25% of Man United and start making decisions first thing Monday morning, all to do with the football we're hearing. And we're also going to be discussing our centre-back targets for this January transfer window. We're hearing from sources within Man United have made up a short list of the centre-backs that they're looking to bring in January, as well as bringing in a centre-back. United are also looking at wingers. Yes, wide players that they're thinking about bringing into United, because Sancho is clearly going to leave in January. Anthony is not performing to the best of his abilities, isn't in good form. We'll be discussing these possible transfers and more in today's show. But before we kick off today's show, please make sure you hit that like button on this video. And if you're new to the Man United stream channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So let's kick off today's show with this massive news that Man United, after a year of going through this process, the Glazers are now finally willing to sell 25% of United to Jim Ratcliffe. It's been a long time coming. We've had ups and downs throughout this process, with Sheikh Yassim being announced as the new owner so many times on social media, and then it all turning out to be false news. And now finally we're getting information out from several different credible sources that Ratcliffe will be in charge and will be part of United by Monday morning. What does that mean for the club? Will he have any control or power over the decision making with United, or will he just be a token 25% minority shareholder? That is the biggest question. We're going to find out this coming Monday. The other big question that many fans will have is whether Ratcliffe has a plan to buy out Glazers later on in the future. Is there a date set where the Glazers will be forced to sell their remaining shares to Ratcliffe, or is that not on the table? If that is not on the table, I can see many fans still being really upset with this takeover by Ratcliffe, taking over 25% of United and offering the Glazers £1.5 billion of cash injection is not ideal. Most fans are not happy with that circumstance. And this is a huge if Ratcliffe has no option to buy the Glazers share in the future. If that is the case, that's not a good option for many Man United fans. We want the Glazers out at every cost, and we wanted an owner to come in and buy the entirety of United and have the ability to take United in a completely new direction from what the Glazers have been taking us on. Currently, the Glazers are running this club into the ground. We've seen it, 18 years of complete and utter dismal rule over United, and we've not seen any benefit come out of the Glazers being the owners of United. Now, will Sir Jim Ratcliffe make any difference? That's the biggest question we have. All the fans are sat there wondering, do we back this guy or do we not? Right now, the jury is out on Ratcliffe. We don't know whether he's going to come in and actually make a difference to United, or whether he's just going to be another Glazer, come in and start milking the club for every penny that they can get. And that is the problem we have. Is Jim Ratcliffe just going to join forces with the Glazers and start milking the club even further, or will we get a change of direction and success at United? That is the biggest question. We are all hoping, obviously, it's going to be the latter. We're all hoping that Ratcliffe can come in, bring in the right people, bring in the right players, and start making a real change and difference to the way Man United is currently being ran. Now, we want to hear from all our community out there, all the Man United fans. What do you think about Ratcliffe's takeover? Do you think he's genuinely going to bring any change to United, or do you think it's just going to be the same? We're just going to carry on the same direction that we're already doing? or do you really believe that this takeover of 25% of United will make any difference? Drop your comments below. We love to hear from all United fans. Have your say and let us know what you think about what's happening at your club. Now, talking about changes at Man United, we have heard from a reliable source that United have made up a short list of centre-backs that they're looking to bring in the January transfer window. We've had a dismal time so far at the start of the season with injuries and Martinez being out, Varane being out, who's just come back, and now Johnny Evans is out. We are desperate for a centre-back to come in at United and steady their ship. We are leaking so many goals. We need a top-class centre-back to come in and fill in that void. We are clearly struggling. We did not realise that this was going to be a big problem at the start of the season. We thought we had plenty of centre-backs. We had Johnny Evans, we had Maguire, we had Varane and Martinez. Martinez getting injured was the biggest blow for Man United, I believe, this season so far. He's one of our best centre-backs. Picking up that injury has really had a detrimental effect on the way Man United have been playing and the amount of goals that they've been letting in. Now the question is, which centre-backs are on that shortlist? Now we can probably take a rough guess and say Todibo is probably on top of that list. He plays for Nice, a club that is currently owned by Ratcliffe, and it looks like that they'll probably try and do a swap deal with Nice and bring Todibo straight to United. Another player that I'd actually love for United to bring is Thuram, who also plays for Nice. He's a central defensive midfield player. He's very, very good, and we could do with some cover in that centre defence midfield area with Casemiro not really doing well so far. But once again, drop your comments below. We want to hear from you, the Man United fans out there, on which player, which centre-back Man United should be going out there and signing. Should it be Todibo, or do you know of another centre-back that's available that would make a huge difference at United? Drop your comments below. It takes literally a couple of seconds to type in what you feel and then send it to us so you can have your say in this huge debate on which centre-back United should be signing. As well as signing a new centre-back in January, Man United are reported to be looking at wide players. A new right winger might be coming in January. With this ongoing saga with Sancho and Antony not performing well enough, I can see why Man United are looking for a new right winger or left winger, because we are lacking in options. Ten Hag really doesn't have anyone to go to. That's why we're ending up playing with Bruno out on the right wing, and that does not work. We've all seen it. Bruno does not play well in that position. He's best playing in that cam position through the middle. So we need a new winger, and I think that's a very, very good idea. We are making plans. We should be looking at positions like this, and we should be looking ahead. Look, it's clear to many Man United fans that Ten Hag is lacking the options when it comes to playing someone else in the right wing position. Antony is simply not playing well enough. He needs some time away, we feel, and get his head clear. Sancho looks like he's already got one foot out of the door, so we do need another right winger. So this is a proactive move by United by going out there, making sure that they bring someone else in just as a backup, just in case Sancho does leave and just in case Antony just does not perform and keeps on playing the way he does. Drop your comments below on any right wingers, left wingers that you know of that are available that Man United should be going out and buying. Make sure you hit that like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. You watching the Man United Stream channel, a channel by the fans for the fans.